Yo, what's happening? It's like almost 8 o'clock in the morning, but you gotta get up and get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Gotta go make some rides real quick, handle some business. But it was on my mind, so I had a long talk last night with one of my closest friends, and we was talking about this other guy who I know. And basically, you know what I'm saying, kind of go back to the last video I made about selling. You know, like I said, selling with relationships, selling with friendships, you know what I'm saying, like just selling all together. But this is what I want to talk about. You know, like, just like a relationship, you know, you grow up thinking that this person, you know, you're being made, you know, to think that the person that you're dealing with, y'all just so in love, you know, like y'all just gonna be together forever, you know, like this person has so much loyalty to you, you know, you're gonna be thinking like that, you know, like coming up, you know. But if, you know, even though somebody might tell you that, but it ain't gonna register. But listen to me, this is for my peoples who in their 20s and 30s. You know, I doubt anyone in their teens is gonna be seeing this. Your friends, a friend, they used to turn 100, right? At 100, that's the term that, you know, they use, being 100. But remember this: a friend can only be a certain percentage of them to you. So I say maybe there's no such thing as a friend being completely 100 with you. Like, it just don't exist. You know what I'm saying? But if you do have one that is 100 with you, hey, look, and you got you a good one. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of, like, life is that there is nobody who's going to be completely 100% all in with you. There's only so much they can give. You can't expect the person to give, because they have their own life to live, and they can't just be there for you every time you know, waving a flag like, hey, come help me. Hey, I need to talk to you. You know, that's just not possible. 60-70%, I think, is a really good friend. Like, you know, majority of the times, most of the time, a lot of people are really friends to you when they're single versus when they actually have somebody. Now, you know, it depends on what type of relationship you have, but majority of the time, it's only a certain percentage. But it depends on the character of the person too. So, you know, don't put all your validity in having a whole bunch of friends and think that they just supposed to be there all the time. You can't even do that shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got bills to pay, you got shit to do. Just, you know, if a person is willing to sacrifice and willing to, you know, be 100 with you, you know what I'm saying, and turn 70%, you know, 60% with you, then that's cool. But for the most part, you know, don't have your expectations you know, so high to where if something was to happen, you'll be so disappointed, you'll just be so distraught. I went through that, to where I'm trying to figure out, like, man, I was really loyal to this person. Like, you know, wonder why they reacted this way, why they would do this to me. That's because they was never, like, all in the first place like that. You can't be naive to that. You know what I mean? And that even goes in relationships. Like, you can't be naive to a person being, you know, like, changing their mind or not doing that with you. You know, everybody has their own little journey, their own road to travel, and things that's important to them. And a lot of times you might not be included in that, and that's okay. But as long as you're aware, you know, don't get too attached. I think that's more than anything. Don't get too attached to the friendship, thinking that I got a homeboy right now, man. I swear to God, I just mean this nigga was like, I thought we was really tight. Until I started hearing shit from other people, like, about how this nigga really felt about me. You know, and I didn't really want to believe this shit because I was really loyal to this dude. But the reality of the situation was, This nigga, man, he just wasn't 100 with me how I was 100 with him, a one-sided friendship. And me not taking heed to the red flags, that, hey, man, this dude really ain't, man, your dude like that. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't your homeboy like that. Like, he plays stupid. You know what I mean? You gotta, like, wake up, man, and get you some folks that's for you, if that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, and that's a part of you building your foundation about, your circle, the people you're around. I guarantee you, man, you start off that and don't have your expectations that high, like with that many people, and just focus on yourself and don't get sucked into being somebody's friend, thinking that you're not being somebody's friend, like, enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they making you feel guilty for not doing this, not doing that. Man, everybody doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying be cutthroat, leaving them fucking hanging. Do what you do. Be 100. But, man, that friend shit is overrated. You know what I mean? Where I'm living at, I'm down here by myself, basically. The only friend I got, I ain't gonna say friend, but the only person I got that's close down me is my father. Outside of that, like, man, you know what I'm saying? I welcome people into my space, but if I ain't dealing with you like that, if you done showed me something that you ain't 100 with me, I'm not finna be inviting you in my space like that, because I don't want that energy. And it's no point in me having that type of energy around me. Just remember, there is nobody who's gonna be, maybe your mama, even your mama and your daddy, even them, up to a certain point. They got their own life to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, like, your parents will kick you out the house at 18, 19 years old. All right, bye. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they didn't fulfill their duties and it's over with. So their loyalty to you, they didn't do what they needed to do. So just remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no such thing as being 100. There's a 60, 70%. That's about what it is. You know what I'm saying? And people, if they give you that, then that's a pretty good, decent person for the most part. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot come with that, and that's outside of their life. You know what I mean? Remember that, man. So don't get too distraught, don't get too heartbroken, don't get too, caught up in the idea of a person being your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just ain't what it is. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. You know what I mean? I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good day, man. You know what I'm saying?